Welcome back. Everything wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh! Today we are doing the episode The Past is Present. Let's get into it.
I must say, we were pleasantly surprised that you chose our town to host your Egyptian collection.
Will they be transported safely and discreetly?
Yo, how has this not already been discussed? Also, Ishizu, can't you see the future? Why are you even asking if you already know the answer?
I devised an ingenious plan to transport the items without a hint of detection. For security reasons, I can't tell you how.
For security reasons, you can't tell her how? Bro, it's her cargo. How is she not entitled to this information?
I devised an ingenious plan.
You're loading them in 6 armored vehicles disguised as ordinary garbage trucks.
Damn, the homie considered this ingenious. Yo, who's this posse walking with Ishizu? Why aren't they with her at all times? Why is it that later Merrick will get the rare hunters and Ishizu gets nothing?
In ancient times, games were not played just for fun as they are today. Everyone from princes to peasants waged dueling games against each other.
Okay, so Ishizu just confirmed everything the historians laughed at Arthur for saying? For those of you that might not remember, literally just a few episodes ago, we learned that Arthur discovered some carvings and theorized the Egyptians played these games. Everyone was laughing at him, but now Ishizu's like, yeah, it's true.
Of course, this is still speculation and further studying needs to be done.
Bro, you just said you had hard evidence and stated everything as fact, and then ended with, well, this is just all speculation.
We have to check out the exhibit, Seto. It sounds awesome.
I'm running a company, Mokuba. I don't have time for mummies and pharaohs.
Bro, number one, you're hardly running anything. Number two, aren't you always saying you'll do anything for Mokuba? Why does that only apply in life or death situations? And never in a moment like this, when he just wants a brother to take him to the museum?
Oh, I thought you'd be into this kind of thing. Whatever.
What, hanging out with you? Sorry, no, he can't.
Kaiba.
Bitch, you say you're too busy to take your brother, who you say you love, by the way, to the museum, but we'll take a call from a stranger?
How'd you know I was watching?
I'm personally inviting Seto Kaiba to this evening's private exhibition.
Why can't you just invite him on the phone? Why did you call him and basically say to watch what he was already watching on TV?
We're here, sir. Keep the engine running. I won't be long. Yes, sir.
Yo, so you drop everything to come to the museum that you told Mokuba that you don't have time for? Fine, whatever. But you don't bring him?
Duel Monsters is based upon a 5,000-year-old game.
Who cares?
Yo, Ishizu, just get to it. Kaiba doesn't give a fuck, and neither do we. Just introduce the Egyptian god cards.
Pegasus created a series of all-powerful cards that were never released to the public.
As a kid, when I saw this, I thought she was gonna tell him about Toon World.
These carvings look like Duel Monster cards. Your story is true.
Kaiba, you literally didn't give a fuck during the TV special, or the 20 times that she said this to you since you've been at the museum. So why the fuck are you reacting to the actual pictures? Did you just not believe her before? It sounded like you weren't interested, but I guess you were and just didn't believe? Also, this raises the question again. If pictures could make a non-believer like Kaiba believe, why was Arthur ridiculed for this exact same discovery?
I see you've come to your senses.
Bitch, can't you see the future? You knew this evidence was the only thing that would flip him. You should have skipped the chit-chat and gone straight to the giant rock.
Today, 5,000 years later, this ancient battle is being played out once again.
Except it isn't, or at least not until you gave Kaiba the idea to run the tournament.
Do you see? Now do you believe in destiny, Kaiba?
Why are you even bothering to ask him? Can't you see the future? You know nothing you say will make him change his mind.
This can't be real. There's no way. This piece of rock has got to be a fake.
Bro, aren't you constantly revolutionizing technology? Your company has repeatedly shattered ceilings, destroyed what was considered technological limitations. You should be the most open-minded person on the planet.
If you won't trust my words, then you must look back in time, which I can help you do with my Millennium Necklace.
Honestly, Ishizu, you should have just opened with this. Yo, if I was Ishizu, I would have done this Jacob Marley style. Fucking sneak into his house and then just gave him visions of the past, present, and future. I feel like this would have been a lot more fun for everyone.
Is the monster trapped inside?
Yo, I've said this before, but why do the real-life monsters look more like holograms than the holograms do?
I feel like a total loser. I almost lost you and the puzzle forever in that fire. What if I mess up again?
You didn't fail.
No, but he did mess up. Yugi straight handed the puzzle over to the first person who asked for it.
You didn't fail.
Only because my friends came.
He's right. It took a fully realized Tristan and Joey to break down that door and retrieve the puzzle. And it's not like your ass was gonna do anything to help.
You need to believe in yourself like I believe in you.
When Kamina says it, it sounds awesome. When Yami says it, it sounds forced.
In all my years, I have never encountered a soul as brave as yours, Yugi.
Bro, that would be super sweet if we didn't all know you have no memories. The only person you know is Yugi, and a handful of villains.
In another time, You could have been Pharaoh.
That sounds good until you remember that pharaohs were hereditary succession. So literally just anyone could be a pharaoh if they were born into the right bloodline.
The duel raged on with neither side showing any mercy. They summoned monsters that were increasingly more powerful and vicious.
What exactly are you so traumatized by right now, Kaiba? The vision? I feel like your virtual world was more lifelike than that.
The winner of the duel was written here, but as you can see, the hieroglyphics have been worn away.
Yo, can you not just continue watching the vision? Why is this a mystery?
You have not won yet, Pharaoh. That sorcerer's a big-mouth losing chump. You can't compare him to me.
Yeah, sometimes these just write themselves.
Well then, maybe the final vision will convince you.
Hold on, what was that last vision supposed to reveal exactly? Was it really just that the pharaoh's servant was a big-mouth losing chump?
Ow, the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yo, pharaoh's servant, why didn't you open with this?
You two have battled in the ancient past.
Yeah, but what you just played for us, Yugi wasn't battling at all. It was one of Yugi's yes men, and Kaiba barely won the duel.
Wield all three, and the planet itself will quake in fear.
And Pegasus turned them into cards?
Yes.
You lie. If he had them, why didn't he use them against me at Duelist Kingdom?
Because fucking Toon World was enough to whoop your ass. He didn't even need Relinquish.
Because Pegasus feared the power of these Egyptian god cards.
Why is it that Pegasus couldn't handle a god card, but Kaiba, Mai, Strings, they could all handle it no problem? Pegasus had pretty solid control over his shadow magic, and I feel like what we're being fed now is just a bunch of bullshit.
Pegasus realized that if these cards fell into the wrong hands, they could bring about the end of the world. He had me bury them in secret locations.
Yo, why exactly was a Shizu tasked with this? Why not Shadi?
If you were to start a Duel Monsters tournament, your reputation would attract the greatest duelists in the world.
Okay, so I'm actually super down with this plan, but why wouldn't this have worked at Duelist Kingdom? How would that not have attracted the rare hunters?
Take this card.
It's Obelisk the Tormentor.
Okay, right here, legendary moment for sure. Let's just take a moment and honor it. But real quick, why is it that a Shizu is giving Kaiba a god card? He's already baited into starting this tournament. He's 100% bought in. Giving an OP card to an OP Kaiba when he's not even the central antagonist makes no sense to me.
You may borrow it during the tournament, but I expect it back.
Bitch, can't you see the future? Did your necklace say he was gonna give it back?
You may not yet believe in destiny, but before the tournament is done, you will have to face your past.
Is this a reference to the Noah arc, where he's literally faced with his past? Or is she talking about his Egyptian past?
I'll organize this tournament. I want to reclaim my title as the #1 duelist.
Kaiba literally takes the bait, and he knows he's taking it, but drops this line so we still think he's cool and not a puppet.
I wish we knew more about our new enemy. He said he was familiar with the power of a Millennium item.
Yeah, but so far that's all your enemies. Pegasus, Bakura, Shadi.
Our foe is somehow connected to the past.
Have you two been sitting here all day and just now figured this out?
How can we stop him?
Bro, are you kidding me? We're gonna do what we always do. Beat the shit out of everyone with cards and shadow magic. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, the whole deal, and I will see you on the next one.